Hey everyone! Today I will be doing a video that I've always wanted to do. I thought it was a really good concept because of everything that's going on around the world surrounding, you know, this topic and our religion, Islam. I thought what better time to do a video like this, something positive and something honest and genuine and something raw. Today I'm going to be doing my hijab story. I actually want to do a whole series surrounding the hijab because I've actually gotten a lot of questions from my friends and family and relatives and all that about my hijab, because believe it or not all of my Muslim friends wear hijabs, and so they've actually asked me a lot of questions themselves about the hijab and what it's like wearing it, you know, the pros and cons. And I've also had questions from people who want to put on the hijab and they want my advice. And if you guys did watch my update video, then you would know that I'm huge on giving advice and trying to help people, and that's what I want more on my channel. So I want to reach out to you guys. I want to start with this video first, and then part 2 of my hijab story will be more about giving advice and answering my friends' questions, or you guys have questions, and giving advice to people who want to put on the hijab. So this video is more going to be about my personal story and how I did it and my journey and how it's been so far and how I perceive the hijab, what it means to me, everything like that. I suggest you guys grab a cup of tea because it's going to be a long video. Like I said, these kind of videos is like sit down talking videos are like real, raw and genuine, so I don't want to limit what I want to say basically, so it's going to be kind of long. Without further ado, let's just get on with the video. So before I go on with the questions, quickly I just want to go over like the general information about the hijab, just general facts from the Quran, like just basic rules and stuff, because I've had questions from my non-Muslim friends as well, just, you know, curiosity. So the first thing is we don't have to wear the hijab in front of people that we can't marry in Islam, and that is our father, our brother, our son, our grandfather, our first cousin, I think. I don't know about stepfathers and all that, I don't know about that, or stepsons or stepbrothers, but the ones that I'm sure of is like father, your biological father, son, brother and all that. So you don't have to wear the hijab around them. And that also leads me to the next question, which is, do I shower with the hijab on? Yes, I've actually had that question before. No, I don't shower with the hijab on, because I don't know about you guys, but I mean, when you shower by yourself, right? Like in the bathroom. So I don't see the point. I mean, if you're naked and you have the hijab on but you're naked. So the next general question that I get is, when can you take it off? Let me tell you a little something. This is how I really quickly define the hijab in a nutshell, okay? In a nutshell. This isn't everything about it, obviously, but this is just really easy to explain to people when, you know, a non-Muslim asks me randomly on the street, which actually does happen, which is actually really kind of makes my day, because I love how people want to know instead of being ignorant. But anyway, hijab is like marriage. You gotta do it at some point. It's best to do it as early as possible. Not early as possible, but I mean, you know, when you're ready, when you have the best intentions. And it's like you represent the hijab and the hijab represents you. Just like in a marriage, you represent your partner and your partner represents you. It's a lifelong commitment. When you do it, you stick to it. No such thing as divorce with the hijab. Don't even think about it. Don't even have that as an option when you put it on, because that should be an indicator that you're not ready, basically. It involves sacrifices, a lot of sacrifices that you have to make for the hijab. It defines you as a person as well. It influences the way you behave, the way you act, your perceptions, your judgments, your morals, your principles, just like a partner. The hijab to me is something that's alive. It is not something that's a piece of fabric. Yeah, physically it is, obviously we all know that. But what I mean is it has spiritual value. Like, I can feel it. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's, whoa, I'm getting a little emotional here. It's beautiful. The hijab is a lifelong commitment. So those are all the general information that I wanted to tell you guys before I go on with the questions, just to clarify everything and clear the air. So the first question, I'm just on YouTube right here looking at the questions. The first question is, how old were you when you started wearing the hijab? So I was 13 and it was the first day of year 7, so first day of high school or middle school, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that was the first time I officially put on the hijab. I kid you not. Let me give you guys a little background to this. Also, you're supposed to put on the hijab when you get your puberty. but you know, obviously a lot of people do it a lot later, or you know, a little later because they're not ready or whatever, which I will talk about more in my next video of this series. What should I call this? What should I call this, guys? Leave me some comments on what this series should be called. So you're supposed to put on when you get puberty, which is quite young. So I put it on, yeah, first day of high school. I was so excited. I wanted to put it on earlier, but my parents didn't let me. Funny enough, they actually, because you know, they wanted for me to make sure that it was a decision that I wanted. You know, they didn't want to pressure me or anything, and I am so blessed and grateful. Alhamdulillah, thank God. I seriously love them so much. Like, I cannot express to you how important it is to let your child make that decision. Guide them, but don't make the decision for them. Some people kind of need that sort of push, but others work independently. And you know, I'm not saying I'm like this complete independent person, but what I'm saying is that that was the first mature decision that I've ever made, and it's a huge decision, like I said. So anyway, that's when I put it on. Like I said, this video is going to be really chatty, but I like to talk, so I'm not going to cut anything out for your viewing pleasure. Second question, what or who influenced you to become a hijabi? So my mother. I know it's so cliche, but I mean, yeah, my mother. She, you know, me and her were really close. Every day she influenced me. When she would go to work, she would wear it with pride. I remember I'm a really emotional person. When it was Ramadan, the holy month, she would put on her special hijabs, and I literally remember going to the bathroom and asking her, Mom, you know, why do you put on those hijabs during this time? And she goes, oh, because it's the holy month, you know, it's an extra special month. And I remember that so vividly. But yeah, I remember very clearly, and I don't have good memory. I don't have good short-term memory, but I have really good long-term memory. I remember like precisely the day that she put on the hijab for the first time, because my mom actually put it on late as well. She put it on when I was in kindergarten, so when she was like 30. Yeah, 30. My mom married pretty young. She married at like 21, 22. So 30, I think it was. Yeah, she was 30. And I was so excited. Because she picked me up from school every afternoon, dropped me off. You know, those were the best times. And she picked me up, and I was like, Mom, you're wearing that. Like, I was literally screaming, and I was in kindergarten. So can you imagine, like, little me with my little, you know, ponytails or whatever, pigtails. She was wearing a black one with like beads over here. I remember she still has that one. And I was so excited because I used to, you know, play like with her, like as in put the hijab on her for fun, you know, at home. She definitely inspired me a lot. And ever since I was young, even before she put on the hijab, she would tell me so much about it and the benefit of it and why it's important and what it can do to you positively, to your soul, to everything, your character, and how you grow with the hijab. Like I said, it's like a marriage, you grow with it. And also I went to Saturday school when I was from like really young to ever since I moved to Melbourne. So they are basically my second family in Sydney. I basically grew up with them. It's a Islamic Saturday school where you just go for like 4 hours and you read Quran and you have classes. And if it wasn't for that, I would not have known the amount of knowledge that I know now about my religion. If you're a parent and you're watching this, I definitely recommend sending your kids to Saturday school because it really does do a lot if they want to listen. So yeah, so my teachers there, they definitely made an impact in my decision on wearing the hijab, and it definitely influenced me because they were all kind people and they were beautiful inside and out, absolutely beautiful, and they taught me so much, so much, and I don't know how to repay them. So my mum and them. Number 3, how has the hijab changed your life? I can't explain it in one word. Basically, it's changed my life in every single aspect. It's changed my life in terms of how I have grown up. It impacts every decision that I make. It's changed my life completely, and it's something that, you know, it's always going to be changing me because it's always influencing my decisions, how I act, everything like that, what I say, how I treat people in the community, in public, it makes a huge difference because you're not just representing yourself here, you're representing the fastest growing religion in this planet. So it's a huge responsibility, and it's changed my life for the better, definitely for the better. So the next question is, what does the hijab mean to you? So the hijab is, like I said, something that is alive to me. You know, when your life has just gone to shit, like it's just, nothing is just working out, everything is falling apart, every aspect. But when I wake up in the morning and I put on the hijab, it's like, at least I've done one good thing in my life, and at least I still have it on, because as long as I still have my hijab on, then I am still fighting to be a better person and a better version of myself. Question number 5. How do you deal with the rude comments, stares you get due to being a hijabi? Alhamdulillah, I have never received any rude comments, at least like not significant enough for me to remember. So I can't really say how I've dealt with it, but I can say that if I were to deal with a situation like that, like what our religion teaches is to be patient and peaceful, just like our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu, you know, peace be upon him, was ridiculed a lot, you know, for what he believed in, and you just gotta do the same. You just gotta keep on keeping on. Just, you know, just smile back. If I have gotten stares though, that's something that's definitely happened at work even as well, but the amount of amazing people that I've met, just random strangers who ask me about the hijab in such a polite and curious, genuine manner, or they've given me like, you know, like a smile. It makes me feel like there is humanity, you know what I mean? You feel that sense of connection just between humans, having compassion for each other. So that, I guess, overweighs the stares that I've gotten. I don't even remember the stares because it's that insignificant, because I've gotten so many good feedback from strangers and the community in Australia. Alhamdulillah, I've never received any of it. So yeah, but if you do, I recommend to just smile back, don't make a scene, be patient, you know, unless they physically hurt you, then obviously call security or whatever. If you're like at uni, call security. If you're in public, you know, call for help, call the police, whatever. Do what you can to defend yourself, but don't go overboard if you can, basically. Question 6. Okay, I'm running out of fingers. What is your favorite thing about wearing the hijab? Yeah, it makes me feel like I'm actually doing something good in my life. Like that, at least I'm doing one thing good in my life. And I feel like, you know, wearing the hijab inspires people and influences people to express themselves and to be able to be proud of what they believe in, not be ashamed, because, you know, it's 2017. We live in a society where things aren't being shoved under the rug anymore. People are making videos where they have boxes and they talk about issues as if they're products. They're unboxing things. They're unraveling everything. And that's what I'm loving about today's generation society, is that we're not more, you know, ashamed or afraid to talk about taboo topics, you know. So I just appreciate that more. So I don't see the reason why you should be afraid, especially now. You should not be afraid. So yeah. Number 7, what is your hijab must-have accessory? I don't wear hijab accessories. Like, I don't know if they're talking about like brooches or like pins. Obviously a pin, everyone, you know, I'm always losing them, so I guess a pin or a cap. I always wear a cap underneath. Yeah, so I don't know I don't know what that question is, to be honest. Number 8, what advice could you give a newbie hijabi? Stay strong, sister, and remember that you're doing something good, and always try to have good intentions, and yeah, let the hijab do its thing, basically, and just stay strong. It's probably really hard when you first put it on. It definitely was for me, especially if you're at a much older age and you've already like established your identity to the public. It is hard to deal with that. It's a commitment. Don't think of divorcing your hijab. It's not an option, okay? Number 9, what is one hijab trend you never understood? Honestly, I'm not like, even though I love fashion and all, but I'm not like, I don't follow like hijab trends. Like, I just stick to the same sort of style, like very simple, very underrated, because I like keeping the hijab very simple and my outfit more like, you know, a lot more going on in my outfit, just because the hijab is your head. Like, it's just, I find it, I personally don't like it. My mum loves it though. She always tells me, oh, wear this pin on your head, wear this, you know, wrap this like this, add some layers. I'm just like, no mum, no thanks. Let's search up hijab trends on Google Images. Let's see what comes up. Alright, see this? That, like the excessive volume, I will never understand that. Why? It's just really, it looks like you're hiding something. It's like this huge. I don't know. Can I just ask why? Sense of style, but like, why are you extending your head for it to look like a cylinder or something, like, or like a extension, a giraffe's neck, and then your head is like at the top. I don't know. Next question, I think we're up to 10. What do you think about the hijabi community on YouTube? Seriously, in love with the hijabi community. Everyone supports each other. Well, this is what I see just on screen. I've never met any, have I? I don't think I've met any other like hijabi on YouTube. But I do obviously follow a lot of hijabis on YouTube. Dina Tokyo, Huba De Silva. Love them. Love their content. And I really, my favorite probably has to be Dina Tokyo. She's just like the OG, and I admire how much she's done to the community and the impact that she's had. That's what I admire so much. So I'm in love with the hijabi community on YouTube. I think they are fun, and I think they're cool and genuine, and they're doing it right. And yeah, I seriously love it, and I hope I could add to that as well. And the last question, what question do you get asked the most due to wearing the hijab? Does it get hot? That's literally the most asked question, and this is obviously by non-Muslim people. Yeah, obviously if you have a fabric around your head, it's gonna get a little hot when it's, you know, 40-degree weather and you're walking in the sun. But you get used to it. I've been wearing the hijab for like almost 7 years now. So you get used to it. No, 7 years? No, 5 years, 7 years. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 years. That means I put on the hijab when I was 12. Yes, I did put on the hijab when I was 12 because it wasn't my birthday yet. Because I started high school in February. And my birthday is like later on in the year, so I did put on the hijab when I was 12. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, it does get hot, but I mean, you get over it, you get used to it, life goes on. So like the sun is setting now, but it's so beautiful. I have a thing with sunsets and just opening my room and just watching the clouds and the sunsets. Anyway, during it, like, but I don't think of it, oh, you know, it's because of the hijab I'm hot. I'm also wearing like clothes. You know, it's not the only fabric that's on my body. I'm also wearing clothes. That's basically all for this video. I am so sorry for it being so long, but like I said, it was going to be a chatty video, and I personally just love talking to you guys and just sharing my opinions and my thoughts about things, especially things that I love. If you guys are excited for my next part of this series, my next episode of this series, definitely let me know in the comments, and also let me know what questions you have, that way I can answer it in that upcoming video. Yeah, definitely private message me or anything like that on Insta DM, my email, which is always in the description bar below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.